description box for the extended. So Libra, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Libra, for the month of September is the devil. Okay. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the tower in reverse. Okay. So Libra, your biggest challenge for the month of September has a lot to do with the devil energy. I do feel that there may be some temptation in the month of September for you. And one of the things that I think is really key for you to know that you need to be aware of is that Mercury is going to be retrograding in your sign from September 9th to October 2nd. So you're going to want to make sure that you are clearly communicating. You're making sure that if you are committing yourself to something, you're committing yourself 100%. There's something here that you need to know, that you need to prepare for, and we're going to clarify your challenge and find out more about that for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, Libra, you have the Nine of Cups, the Magician, and the Strength. So I feel like in the past, there was some sort of situation that brought you a lot of happiness. It brought you a lot of happiness, a lot of satisfaction. It also brought some sort of strength into your life, and I do feel like you manifested this in the recent past. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, Libra, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. It looks like in the present moment with the Nine of Pentacles, there's a strong energy of wanting to be independent or acting as if you're independent. There may even be a decision that needs to be made about a person who comes into your life. I am getting maybe a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, a Taurus, or a Virgo, okay? Now, of course, the signs are not important. What's important is the energy of those signs that are coming in. So whoever this person is that's coming in, they look like they're very confident. Now, this could be you. I don't feel intuitively this is you. I feel like this could be someone who is coming into your life. We're going to find out more with clarify. In the near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Ten of Cups. Something beautiful happens for you in the near future, and I feel what is happening for you in the near future is going to bring you a lot of happiness with the Ten of Pentacles. This is certainly something that you probably don't see coming, but it's something here that's going to lead to a lot of happiness for you. However, even though this opportunity is coming in and it looks like whoever this person is that's coming in is someone who's very stable and they're very secure within themselves, there's some sort of delay or a lack of action being taken. And this could ultimately have a lot to do with Mercury retrograde. And this is why what is going to be paramount for you moving into September is your ability to be patient in situations, especially when it comes to something here that you want or you are creating or manifesting. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Libra, and let's see what's going on for you. Tell me about Libra's challenge for September. All right, so your challenge, the devil, is clarified by the Temperance, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So there is some sort of temptation in the month of September to reconcile with someone, to come back together with someone who's been possibly very toxic for you, okay? I'm getting a very toxic energy, and usually I don't like to be very specific, but this is what I'm getting intuitively. There's something here about needing to have patience when it comes to maybe wanting to reconcile with this person or wanting to celebrate something with this person. Your challenge here has a lot to do with this saying, I am free of whatever is holding me back. Okay, so your challenge is going to have a lot to do with something here that you may feel is potentially holding you back, that is potentially not giving you the stability that you are looking for. And you may be very quick in September to reconcile and come back together with someone that isn't really good for you. Okay. And now let me just clarify this. It could be a person, place, or thing. Person, place, or thing. It doesn't have to be a specific person. It could be a place. It could be an environment. Take it as it resonates. Right now, your biggest challenge is going to be to have patience and to really move slowly throughout September. Why? The temperance is here. The temperance is all about balance, peace, meditation, tranquility. But you're going to be very tempted, right? To take action towards something here, especially when it comes to maybe reconciling with someone from your past that you know isn't really good for you. So you need to be careful. You need to make sure that you are moving strategically in September, especially because Mercury retrograde is happening in your sign. Okay. It's not advised to, do traveling. It's not advised to start anything new, but of course, you're your own person. I'm just, making recommendations, okay? So your challenge has a lot to do with something here that you're going to be tempted to take action towards very quickly. And the situation may not be really good for you, okay? So you need to make sure that you're moving strategically and slowly, okay? That's what your challenge is all about. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Magician. So the Magician is clarified by the Chariot, the Star, and the Nine of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do feel you were single, okay? Some of you are still single watching this with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is very prominent in your reading. So it's telling me that a lot of you in the recent past came across as someone who was kind of just doing your own thing, single. I am getting that there was this really strong desire in the past, Libra, to move forward with your life. It's like, okay, let me make plans. Let me move forward. Let me find a way to build strength within myself and to find happiness. I think your main priority in the recent past was to find happiness, especially if there was some sort of painful ending that happened. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups in the recent past for Libra. So the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Wands. You have the Sun and the Two of Swords. Yeah, so there was a very closed-off energy coming from you in the past because your priority, Libra, was to be happy. Your priority was, you know what, I want to be around positive people. I want to be in a place of happiness. And you know what? You know what that did for you? It built the strength within you to overcome obstacles and dilemmas that may be happening in your life in the recent past. Now, in the present moment, you have a decision that you need to make. For some of you, this decision has something to do with someone who is A, coming into your life, or B, somebody that you are maybe wanting to reconcile with. Again, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but there's a decision here, okay? And we're going to talk about what that decision may be when we clarify. First, I'm going to clarify the Nine of Pentacles. I do strongly feel, Libra, you are the Nine of Pentacles in the present moment. You could be somebody who's very abundant. You have a lot to offer. You could come across as someone who's very independent. You may not need the help of other people. So there may be an important message here for you that you need to know. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles for Libra in the present moment. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you are the Queen of Pentacles. There's something here about a new beginning coming in for you, but the new beginning is delayed or it's not really happening the way that you want it to. I do feel for some of you, you could be dating somebody or somebody could be coming into your life. And this person, here's the thing, this person is kind of withdrawn from you or they're disconnected from you, okay? And the reason why this may be happening, Libra, is because the honest truth is you come across as if you don't need anybody. You come across as if you are completely independent of other people, independent of situations. So it kind of makes this person feel as if you don't need them, okay? It makes them feel as if you don't need them. That's what I'm intuitively picking up. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Who is this Queen of Wands in the present moment? Queen of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Pyramid, and the Knight of Wands. For some of you, you have two people on the go, okay? Some of you are dating two people or you have two people on the go. Again, it's not going to resonate with everyone. Some of you are going to resonate. Others of you are not going to resonate. There's something here about a situation between you and a specific person. It could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, a Virgo, Aquarius or Sagittarius, it looks like something here is potentially coming to an end. However, I don't feel like it has come to an end completely in the present moment. And the reason why I say this is because this person, even though they're withdrawn from you or they're taking time away from you, there's been a lot of energy about thinking about whether or not the situation is going to come to an end, whether or not it's going to move forward. Is there going to be a new beginning? And that is why your challenge has a lot to do with you possibly reconciling with somebody here that there's a reason, right? There's a reason why they've withdrawn from you, or there's a reason why you've withdrawn from them. And if there's toxic traits or things within the relationship that need to be discussed or changed, then that may be a reason why this person's withdrawing. Okay? And as a result of that, a decision needs to be made. It says, I clearly make the best possible decision. Tell me more about this possible decision that Libra may be making here in the present moment. So the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant, the Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles. There's something here about marriage, okay? Making a decision about getting married to someone, making a decision about marriage in general. Do you want to get married again in your life? Do you want to get married at all? So this is about commitment. And one of the things to keep in mind during this Mercury retrograde, which is happening in your sign, is your sign rules relationships, partnerships, business partnerships, working with the other person. And I think in the present moment, if this hasn't happened already, what you may find out, Libra, is a decision has to be made about these ideas that you have. The ideas of whether or not you really want to be with somebody long term, whether or not you want to even open yourself up to someone, or if you want to remain single. Okay, so this has a big impact, especially during Mercury retrograde, if A, somebody is coming back, or B, if somebody new is coming in. Okay, now in the near future, there's something here about happiness that's coming into your life. We're going to find out what that is. But first, I want to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody here is showing up. Okay. And I feel like this could be you or your person. Now, because in the present moment, you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you are the Queen of Pentacles in the near future. And there may be some sort of important message that you need to hear. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles for Libra in the near future. So the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So it looks like in the near future, there is a bit of disappointment here. And the reason why there's a bit of disappointment, because there's something here about you still needing to maybe accept forgiveness. Okay, not going to resonate with everyone, but that's what I'm seeing in terms of that. For others of you, this has a lot to do with some sort of disappointment that happened between you and a specific person. And when love comes in, and there will be an opportunity or a chance for love to really come in, you may still be in this place of trying to make a decision about the direction you want your life to take. Okay? So there's a reason why your happiness, Libra, is delayed. It's delayed because of some sort of past trauma in the near future that comes up. The Five of Cups is often an energy of one focusing on all the negative things that have happened, all the negative things that have happened. And there's a need for you to really focus on shifting that focus. And that's why Mercury retrograde is happening in your sign, because there's a shift that's going to happen within you. Some of you are going to be aware of it. Others of you are not going to be aware of it. Now that you're watching this video, you're going to be consciously aware that Mercury retrograde is going to potentially create some sort of shift in your life. And there's a need for you to really be open, okay? Really be open in the near future to forgiving, healing, releasing, and then ultimately making some sort of decision, okay? Because making a decision under pressure, trauma, stress is probably not advised, okay? So there's something here about a blocked energy in the near future, similar to whatever happened here in the past, because of something here involving you focusing on all the negatives. So you need to make sure that, between the beginning of September and the end of September, which is when Mercury retrograde phase is happening, if there's people from your past that come back, or if there's some sort of trauma that shows up in the near future, which I do see happening, how are you going to approach that situation? Because that's going to determine whether or not something here moves forward. It's all about how you look at the situation. It says, I can see the situation another way, which means there's a need for you to shift your focus here. Okay? So what does this shift of focus talk about? What does this mean for you? Tell me more about the Hangman for Libra in the near future. Dear the Five of Swords, the Hangman, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this has a lot to do with new love that's coming in. For a lot of you who are watching this, you're either going to have a new beginning in love with someone that you had some sort of issues with, or there's something new about a new love coming in. However, your idea, and if you're single, this is your reading, okay? If you're single, this is definitely your reading. Even if you're not single, this still is your reading, considering that Mercury retrograde is coming and you need to be aware of it. So in the near future, there's something here about a lack of action being taken towards new love or towards a new situation in general because of some sort of inner conflict, okay? Or this could be outer conflict with other people or other situations in your life, okay? So you need to be careful here because there's a huge opportunity in the near future for you, Libra. It's a huge opportunity. And if you don't change the way you're looking at the situation and you assume that whatever happened in the past is going to happen again without healing and forgiving the situation, then it means that there was a lesson here that you didn't learn, okay? And that's why there's a blockage. So in the near future, I see you, now that you're watching this and you're aware, I see you changing your perspective on some sort of trauma, pain. Some of you have confrontations or issues with other people, and it's only showing you something within yourself that you need to change. And that is why you need to be prepared for Mercury retrograde in your sign, because there will be delays. There will be, it's very important that when you're driving on the street, you're not driving recklessly, because there tends to be more accidents during this time. If you can avoid traveling, I recommend avoid traveling. Try to look at situations from a different perspective. You may have an idea in the near future that you're like, yeah, this is what it is, this is how it is, and then something completely changes your outlook. And the reason why that's happening for you, okay, is because happiness is just around the corner for you. 10 of Cups. Okay, an opportunity for you to finally have the happiness that you've been seeking, especially after a Tower moment, is there if you look at the situation from a different perspective. Tell me more about the 10 of Cups for Libra in the near future. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. In the near future, your destiny is finally going to come in. What is meant for you is finally going to come in. And this is why it's super, super critical, Libra, that you are open-minded. Changing your perspective, open to opportunities, ideas. There is going to be an opportunity that's coming in for you in the near future, but when it comes in, it doesn't seem like a big opportunity. Be careful, because a small little opportunity can turn into something very great for you. Like I said, especially after a Tower moment, okay? So this is what I'm seeing for you. Now, let's get advice. What is the advice? Okay, so your advice is the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Hermit. Your biggest piece of advice is to really think about the way you're offering love, okay? What is your vision when it comes to love? What is your idea of love, okay? There's something here about meditating on the idea of offering love and then ultimately communicating what you feel, okay? Because your feelings are going to be really important in September. How you feel, your energy, especially with the new moon, prior to September happening in your 12th house, there's a lot of things that you're going to be really wanting to go within and make sense about, and this is happening because what you're learning, Libra, this is your biggest piece of advice, what you're learning is how to communicate how you feel, how to communicate your emotions and not feeling guilty after doing that, so this is about finding your own path, what works for you. Just because something works for someone else doesn't mean that that's something that you need to do. This is about really truly getting to the bottom of why you want love, what you believe love really means to you, and what the steps are in order to communicate that effectively, okay? That's what you're learning in Mercury retrograde, how to communicate effectively, Eight of Wands. And not only how to communicate effectively, and how to communicate your emotions and what you truly feel inside effectively. And that is what, can't speak already, shadow period of Mercury retrograde, that is what is going to determine how successful your relationships are. Are you able to really communicate your feelings, or do you just kind of push them under the rug? Do you have some sort of feeling within you that you need to express? And if you do, there's a need for you to meditate on that and then find the right way to communicate that. Communication is going to be key for you in the month of September. especially when it comes to communicating your emotions. Okay? So, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope this really helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.